Step by Step is an American television sitcom that aired for 7 seasons, originally running on ABC as part of its TGIF Friday night lineup from September 20, 1991, to August 15, 1997, and then moved to CBS where it aired from September 19, 1997 to June 26, 1998. The series starred Patrick Duffy and Suzanne Summers as two single parents who spontaneously get married after meeting one another during a vacation, resulting in the two of them becoming the heads of a large blended family. Premise: set in a substantially fictionalized version of the city of Port Washington, Wisconsin, the series begins with Frank Lambert, a divorced contractor with 3 children, sons JT and Brendan and daughter Al, and Carol Foster, a widowed beautician who also has 3 children, daughters Dana and Karen and son Mark, who were residents of Port Washington, but met while vacationing separately in Jamaica, where they impulsively get married after a whirlwind courtship. Their children are surprised and angered when they learn of the marriage, after Frank accidentally blurts out what was supposed to be a secret to JT, when he makes a snide remark about Carol at a barbecue to introduce each other's children to one another. Stories in each episode depicted typical situations of a new blended family, and their differences causing arguments and resentments between them. Over time, though, the family eventually grew to tolerate and develop loyalty to one another. During the series' 7-season run, the main cast changed as the storyline progressed. Frank's nephew, Cody Lambert, was introduced early in the first season as a recurring character and lived in his van in the family's driveway. He then left the series in 1996. In the 1994-1995 season finale, Carol gave birth to a daughter named Lily. In the show's 6th season, JT's friend Rich Halker moved in with the family after becoming Dana's boyfriend. Cast: Foster family. Carol Foster Lambert, the matriarch of the Foster family, who works as a beautician and runs a hair salon out of a room in her home, originally with the cooperation of her mother Ivy and her sister Penny. Eventually, with Frank's help, she opens a bigger studio at a standalone location in the show's 6th season. Dana Foster. Dana is Carol's eldest daughter, who is depicted as a smart, wisecracking feminist. She is often seen being openly hostile to the Lamberts, particularly JT, Frank, and Cody. She and JT generally do not get along. Karen Foster. Karen is the second oldest daughter of the Foster family. She is an aspiring model and sometimes a country singer, and is portrayed as vain and not very bright, but with frequent moments of level-headedness. Mark Foster, Carol's only son, and the youngest child in the family, who is depicted as a nerd, and is into computers and academics. Later on, he matures to be a normal teenager, and has friends and a girlfriend, while still a high academic achiever. Lambert family. Frank Lambert. Frank is the patriarch of the Lambert family, and works as a contractor with his own company. He is laid back and an avid sports fan, particularly of the Green Bay Packers. John Thomas. JT Lambert. JT is Frank's eldest son and the oldest child in the family. He is depicted as a slacker, is into sports, and is portrayed as academically challenged, which is later attributed to dyslexia. He resents his new step family members, particularly Dana, whom he often calls Sparky, and also trades other various insults at her expense. Alicia. Al Lambert. Al is Frank's only daughter, who is depicted as a tomboyish all-American girl, who later matured and softened. She is typically addressed by her nickname, the more masculine name of Al, and is rarely referred to as Alicia. Several episodes during the 7th and final season centered on her newfound interest in acting. She is openly hostile towards Dana, Karen and Mark. Brendan Lambert. Brendan is the youngest of Frank's 3 children, who is portrayed as a shy, carefree youngster, and one of the most accepting of his new family. Brendan appeared less and less as the show progressed. especially after Lily was introduced in the season 5 episode, Her Foster, Lambert production. When the show moved from ABC to CBS, the character was written out of the series. The series producers later admitted in a TV Guide interview that despite his absence, the Lamberts would still refer to their 7 children, making Brendan an unseen character for the final season. Actor Josh Byrne appeared on television series Who's the Boss? And The Family Man. He portrays the younger version of Billy Crystal's character in Mr. Saturday Night, which also features Jason Marsden, who later appears in later run of the series. Cody Lambert, Frank's nephew, who appears as a recurring cast member in Season 1, then is upgraded to a regular character in Season 2. Sporting a crew cut in a Valley Dean accent and vocabulary, Cody often shows maturity and intelligence belying his dim-witted nature. Cody lived in his van in the driveway. Cody was written out of the series after the show's 5th season after legal problems that began with Mitchell's 1995 arrest on accusations of domestic violence by his first wife Jeanette Robbins, charges which were later dropped and he was cleared of wrongdoing. Cody returned as a guest star for one episode in Season 7. Other cast members: Penny Baker, Carol's man-hungry younger sister. The character is written out of the series after Season 1. Ivy Baker, Carol's outspoken mother. The character is written out of the series after Season 1. Lily Foster Lambert. Lily is Frank and Carol's biological child, who is introduced in the Season 4 episode, Her Foster, Lambert production. Originally depicted as a baby, Lily's age is retconned to 5 years old in the show's 6th season after the character is sourced. Rich Halker. Rich is JT's best friend. He is depicted as being both a slacker and a seriously devoted person. He later began dating Dana in the 6th season. The character was named after Richard P. Halker, who served a member of the series' writing staff from seasons 1 through 3, and served as a story editor during the 3rd season. Jake Flash Gordon. Flash is a goofy, but well-meaning handyman hired by Frank towards the end of the 5th season. Flash joined the family on their trip to Walt Disney World, where he attempted to visit every attraction in the park. At the very end of season, Frank and Carol invited Flash to move in with them, which he accepted. Afterwards, Flash was never mentioned again. According to Jeff Juday, the character was written in as a replacement for Sasha Mitchell's Cody. The following season, Flash was replaced by Jean-Luc. Samantha, Sam Milano. Sam is JT's one-time girlfriend, who was introduced in the Season 6 episode, She's the One. She worked as a mechanic in a garage. Jean-Luc Raya-Peru. Jean-Luc is a male beautician, and serves as Carol's business partner. He was brought in to take the place of Sasha Mitchell's character on the series, but disappeared when Pinchot took the title role in the short-lived CBS sitcom Ego episodes. Production. The series was created and executive produced by William Bickley and Michael Warren, and developed and executive produced by Thomas L. Miller and Robert L. Boyett. The series was produced by Bickley Warren Productions, Miller Boyett Productions and Lorima Television. The casting of Patrick Duffy fulfilled a contractual obligation that Lorima made to give him a new show after his previous series. The 1978–1991 serial drama Dallas had ended its run. The show was created off of the idea of combining two of the most popular television stars from the 1970s known for their good looks to star as parents to attract adult viewers, with current teen celebrities to star as their children to attract children and teen viewers. Stacey Keenan and Christopher Castile had previously appeared on the Miller Boyett-produced ABC sitcom Going Places, which debuted the season prior to Step by Step. Keenan was the first of the two Going Places stars to be cast on Step by Step in the spring of 1991. Castile, who had played gawky child Sam Roberts on Going Places, brought the same character traits to the Mark Foster role, which was speculated to be Miller Boyett's continued attempt to give the Family Matters character Steve Urkel a white counterpart. In a similar instance of hiring actors over from their other TV series, the producers also cast Josh Byrne as Brendan Lambert on Step by Step, after he had just finished a supporting role as Patrick Kozak on Miller Boyett's single-season CBS sitcom The Family Man. When Step by Step was casting its characters, child actor Jarrett Lennon originally landed the role of Mark Foster. Lennon had been chosen by the producers after guest starring in the last original episode of the Miller Boyett series The Hogan Family, which was produced in late 1990. After shooting the original pilot for Step by Step, Lennon was dismissed from the role of Mark, and the producers later replaced him with Castile. Most of Lennon's pilot scenes were reshot with Castile, but during Step by Step's first season, footage of Lennon remained in the show's opening title sequence. Lennon only appeared in wide shots with the Lambert-Foster family or, in the case of Suzanne Summers' credit scene, fleetingly appearing at the bottom of camera view as the kids huddled around Summers. All traces of Lennon were edited out by the second season. In 1996, these two actors had the tables turned on each other. Castile served as the original voice of Eugene Horowitz on the Nickelodeon animated series Hey, Arnold, but after a few episodes was replaced by Lennon, who voiced Eugene for the remainder of the show's first season. Going Places creators Robert Griffith and Howard Adler would end up employed with the show as co-executive producers and members of its writing staff. Until the fifth season of Step by Step, Adler and Griffith later wrote an episode as freelancers in the seventh season. Patrick Duffy directed several episodes of the series, starting with the second season. The house shown in establishing shots for scenes set at the Lambert-Foster home is located at 2011 Fletcher Avenue in South Pasadena, California, although the series was actually filmed at Warner Bros. Studios in Burbank, California. ABC canceled the series after 6 seasons in 1997. Reportedly due to declining ratings, the network had delayed the show's fifth season to mid-season due to other series being scheduled as part of the TGIF lineup for the 1996-97 season. Along with Family Matters, Step by Step moved to CBS in the fall of 1997, as that network attempted to build its own Friday night lineup of family-friendly situation comedies called the CBS Block Party. The show's ratings, which had been declining for several seasons, continued to fall, and the show ended its run in June 1998. Step by Step had no official series finale, although the series' last episode centered on Frank and Carol considering selling the house. The show's theme song, Second Time Around, was written and composed by Jesse Frederick and Bennett Salve. The theme was performed by Frederick and Teresa James. Only the first season of the series used the full 87-second version of the theme, with the song becoming progressively shorter during the subsequent seasons until it was reduced to 65 seconds during the fourth season. The Season 2 edit of the theme removed the fourth verse and truncated the chorus. The kid chorus accompanying Jesse Frederick was cut by the third season, followed by Season 4 with the removal of the electric guitar riff at the beginning of the song. The theme was dropped entirely for the sixth season, although it was restored upon the show's move from ABC to CBS for its seventh and final season in the form of an edited version that included only the chorus and the instrumental portion at the end of the theme. The amusement park scene in the opening credits is depicted as being located along the shores of Lake Michigan in Wisconsin. The amusement park used is actually Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California, located miles inland from the Pacific Ocean. The body of water depicted in the opening and closing credit sequences located next to the roller coaster at the park, which is digitally inserted into that particular excerpt, is placed over what in actuality is the parking lot of Six Flags Magic Mountain. Syndication. In September 1995, Warner Bros. Domestic television distribution began distributing step-by-step for broadcast in off-network syndication. In the United States, ABC Family was the first to acquire cable television rights to the series, and it became one of the cable channel's longest-running off-network syndicated programs in its history. Reruns began airing on the channel in 2001, airing in various time slots during its run ranging from late afternoon to the morning hours. For much of its run on the channel, Step by Step aired twice daily in an hour-long block, but by early 2009, weekday reruns had been reduced to a single airing on weekdays. However, for several months afterward, episodes continued to be double-run on weekend mornings until September 2009, when it was replaced by Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, and family-oriented movies. On March 26, 2010, ABC Family's contract expired after less than 9 years, and Step by Step was replaced by Grounded for Life in its 9 a.m. Eastern weekday time slot. Throughout its run on ABC Family, the tag scene of each episode was generally omitted, replaced by marginalized credits to allow the airing of promos for ABC Family programs. Even though the shorter instrumental version of the show's theme was heard over the closing credits for all episodes only during the first season, and most episodes from Season 2 on would replace the instrumental theme with an additional scene over the closing credits. The series returned to U.S. syndication after a 2-year absence on October 7, 2013. When the Hub Network began airing reruns of the series, the network dropped the show in October 2014 as part of a change in the network's focus. In Australia, Step by Step aired on the 7 network from 1991 to 1998. In 2012, Step by Step was acquired by 7TWO. In 2015, 111_Greats will show it from the 2nd of March 2015. DVD releases. Warner Home Video released a 6-episode television favorites collection on DVD on June 27, 2006. Much like other television shows from the Television Favorites series, the step-by-step edition has gone out of print. There are no current plans by Warner Home Video, Shout Factory or Mill Creek Entertainment for complete season releases. Episodes of the series are also not currently available on iTunes, Hulu or at WBShop.com at this time. Reception. Reviewing the pilot episode, John Rosenbluth of Variety wrote that, despite being an unoriginal clone of the Brady Bunch, it is a modestly amusing, occasionally heartwarming show.